Yo, what's up guys, Dimeo's back with a brand new video, and we're back on some more Call of Duty World War II. So apparently they fixed the servers on this game. I don't really know, I haven't really noticed the difference that much, to be honest, Sledgehammer Games. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I came home today and I was thinking, you know what? I'm gonna make a video and I'm gonna use the Springfield today. And that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put the Springfield on, if I could get out of the fucking lobby, please. I actually didn't even notice. I had the Ranger kit for this thing. Not gonna lie, this does look pretty dope, but it, oh my god, diamond camo doesn't even look good on this weapon. Wonder what gold looks like on this weapon. Looks better, but still I'm gonna rock diamond. I didn't just put so much effort into this camo just to not use it. What the fuck is going on with my camera? It should be pointing that direction. Because at the end of the video I need to advertise my last one because nobody watches my videos. I should totally just quit Call of Duty and become like a SoundCloud rapper or some shit. Actually, you know what? Forget what I said. This actually looks fresh. Every single clip that I've hit so far in this game has been with the Kar 98K, which is like 2 clips or something. I know that hitting clips with the Springfield is way harder, so maybe if I had a quad feed with this weapon, people would think I'm good. Speaking of SoundCloud rappers, my friend Jack is starting up a rapping career. I really hope Jack doesn't get mad at me for this video. So yeah, my friend Jack decided to start a rapping career. He made a Twitter, a YouTube, and man, it is... oh, it's so lit. It's lit with like 2 fire emojis, man. It's all the emojis that describe how lit something is. It's the 2 fire emojis, it's the peng emoji, it's the 100, it's the crying laughing face emoji, it's all of them. Nah, I'm only kidding. I'm not out to get him or anything like that. Like, if that's what he enjoys doing, let him fucking do it. All power to him. I can't hit a single shot. You know what? I think I should let other people use the Springfield instead of me, because I don't seem to be able to do anything with it. Everybody's just gotta be so good. Everybody's gotta pump out the best montages ever, and then look at me, I'm just complete trash. So from what I've seen on Twitter, and I'm pretty sure I watched a video on this as well, they've actually delayed COD points for an entire week. Supposedly they wanted to delay the release of COD points so that they could fix a lot of the issues with the game before they add microtransactions. And what I've heard so far, everybody's going on about how like, oh my god, that's so amazing, they're prioritizing gameplay over microtransactions, that's literally one of the greatest things ever. And I'm not going to lie, that was me at first. I was thinking to myself like, damn, they're actually prioritizing gameplay over microtransactions. Like, when does Activision ever do that? But you know what, a thought just came to my mind right now. Since this is Activision and this is pretty much the shadiest company when it comes to gaming, what if this was one big trick and you didn't know? This literally just came to my mind. What if their initial date to release COD points was the 21st of November, but they said it was the 14th just so that they could delay it a week back and make it seem as if they're trying to prioritize gameplay? Honestly, if I had a business, I would consider doing the exact same thing. Alright, I'm gonna admit it, like, I'm pretty bad, but that guy's even worse than me. I really don't give myself enough credit. Like, I always talk shit about myself in my videos saying that I'm like a terrible player and stuff like that. Well, I can actually hold my end up. I'm actually not that bad. But you know what could make me better? Actually, let's focus on what's more important. You know what could make you better at Call of Duty? G Fuel, baby. Use code Dimeo for 36.25% off. Nah, I'm only kidding. I'm not actually sponsored by G Fuel, although I wish I was. Come on, G Fuel, pay up the money. Nah, but I'm pretty sure like a week ago I decided to order some G Fuel for myself, and I'm still waiting on it. Like, what is taking so long? I want my goddamn G Fuel. No joke, I'm about to tell you something that's really, really stupid. I remember when I first started sniping, it took me about 2 years until I actually started to get somewhat decent at sniping. Like, until I started hitting clips consistently. Because this was around the time of the second ever Phase 5. I remember Witt used to do a load of skits where he used to say that the secret to hitting clips was G Fuel. And I remember me being the stupid little kid that I was, and still am, I actually believed this shit. I remember I used to snipe back in the day with Stuart, and I used to tell him, man, I need some G Fuel, because this is the secret to hitting clips. Like, it's some sort of, like, ancient ritual or something. Like, you sniff G Fuel, and then all of a sudden you're a fucking god or something. I actually believed that. Okay, not the sniffing G Fuel part. Don't actually do that. That shit's probably actually bad for you. But I remember I used to ask my mom to get me G Fuel, and she never would, because my mom never really liked the idea of G Fuel. She thought it was really weird how you could drink a drink and somehow it would just make you better at playing video games. And before anybody says anything, I'm sure G Fuel does help. I'm sure that their advertising is very honest and that maybe it does actually help you stay more alert and awake and all this stuff. I'm not saying that it doesn't do that, alright? I'm only saying this because I want a sponsorship. But seriously, I remember I used to ask my mom to buy me G Fuel because I seriously thought that this was the secret to hitting clips, that this is the recipe, that if you get G Fuel, you're instantly going to become the next Pomage or something. But my mom would just never let me order it. But then finally, after a few years passed and I was old enough to own my own credit card, I finally ordered some myself. What is that guy doing dolphin diving? What was that? Straight smacking his nuts off the ground. I remember I tried dolphin diving in real life before and I ended up just smacking my ballsack off the ground, dude. That shit hurts really badly. No joke, back in the day, I used to be so obsessed with parkour. Like, me and my friends, we used to go around our area looking for different, like, parkour spots. And I remember he came up with this thing where his goal in life was to be the parkour master. That's actually what he called it. The fucking parkour master. As if somebody owns the title for greatest parkour skills in the world. Honestly, is that a thing? Someone needs to tell me. Is parkour master a thing? Like, I remember we actually used to search up parkour master videos on YouTube, and most of the time we didn't get anything because it wasn't really a thing. Or at least at the time it really wasn't. I have no idea if it is right now. Parkour fucking master though, man. What a name. Like, the guy's really into fitness, and back in the day, I'm not even gonna lie, he was way better at parkour than I was. Like, this motherfucker was doing backflips, climbing up walls and stuff. Like, the guy was doing way more shit than I was. He was way more creative. The guy was way more ballsy than I was as well. He had way more confidence pulling off a lot of these stunts. Like, it's like the guy just wasn't scared of pain. Like, the guy would climb on top of buildings and he'd jump from, like, buildings to building and stuff, and I'm just there like, are you not afraid that you're going to die or something? What's worse is that this guy used to force me to do this stuff as well. Now, of course, he didn't force me into doing any of the dangerous stuff, like anything that actually could, like, put my life at risk. He wouldn't actually, you know, force me to do any of that stuff. He's not that much of a dickhead. I say he wasn't that much of a dickhead, although the same guy actually bullied me when I was a kid. And he's in my class and everything. Like, I still talk to the guy. It's just he's not as much of a dickhead anymore. Nah, but what I find funny is that he's really into, like, this whole exercise thing. Like, he's really fit. Like, he's way fitter than I am. I'm not going to lie. Like, I'm a lazy piece of shit. You got me fucked up if you think I'm running 10 miles on a treadmill. I used to have a gym membership, but I actually canceled my gym membership recently because I wanted to focus on YouTube more often. When you cancel your gym membership just so you can play Call of Duty more, man, I am actually such a nerd. But anyway, the guy's really into fitness, but he smokes? Like, dude, I don't give a fuck if you smoke. I am totally not against smoking. You can do whatever the fuck you want. It's your life. I mean, I don't know what it's like. I don't smoke. I don't exactly know how smoking impacts exercise. To be honest, the reason why I don't smoke while I exercise is because, to be honest, the exercise alone is enough to make my lungs collapse. Like, I'll be on a treadmill, I'll be doing all good, but by the 5th minute, the second we hit the 5th minute, I will start wheezing and I'll be there like straight coughing my lungs out. You would swear I was a smoker. Again, no hate to anybody who's smoking. I'm saying, you do you, man. That's not my issue. I don't smoke, but that doesn't mean I'm against people who do. I don't have anything against anybody. As long as you're not hurting anyone else, you do whatever the fuck you want, man. It's not my business. Unless you're a SoundCloud rapper, which, Jack, I have a huge problem with you. You know, I've dug into Jack enough. I'm just gonna stop here. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much the end of the video. I'll have my last one run up across the screen. If you haven't seen it already, definitely make sure to check it out. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out. Yeah, I managed to go through an entire video without making a daddy joke. You're welcome.